vem cantar
Samba. Ai, Samba de Janeiro. Samba de Janeiro. Samba de Janeiro. Sempre assim, em cima, em cima, em cima, em cima. Sempre assim, embaixo, 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 embaixo. Sempre assim, em cima, em cima, em cima, em cima. Sempre assim, embaixo, embaixo, embaixo. Sempre assim, em cima, em cima, em cima. Sempre assim, embaixo, 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 embaixo. Sempre assim, em cima, em cima, em cima, em cima. Sempre assim, embaixo, 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 embaixo. Samba.
Please welcome Singleton mom, Janet Smith.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name is Janet Smith, and I am a Singleton parent. Tonight, I have the incredible honor of being with you at the 8th Annual Singleton Moms Gala Carnival one night in Rio. Thank you for joining us tonight and for your incredibly important event to raise awareness and funds for Singleton moms. First of all, I'd like to welcome all of our extremely generous donors, volunteers, and community supporters for coming tonight. Without you, your diligence, and your dedication, this empowering night of strength would not be possible. Without you, Singleton moms would not be able to offer the varied services and programs for parents like myself. Thank you. Likewise to my fellow Singleton moms and dads, welcome and enjoy your wonderful night of fun, food, and camaraderie. From one Singleton parent to another, please take this time to tell your unique story to those around you. You are a powerful survivor, and everyone wants to hear about, about how Singleton Moms has impacted your life. Remember, we are here to build awareness of Singleton Moms and help raise money for more programs. Let me end by sharing a favorite quote by S. Kelly Harrell. This speaks volumes to why we are all here tonight. We don't heal in isolation, but in community. Thank you, and let's get this carnival started.
Please welcome Singleton mom, Adrian Gibson.
Play, 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 and the haters gonna hate, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it out, shake it out. Heartbreakers gonna break, 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 and the fakers gonna fake, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. I shake it out, I shake it out. I shake it out, I shake it out. I shake it out, I shake it out. 'Cause the players gonna play, 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 and the haters gonna hate, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, shake, shake.
Good evening. My name is Adrienne Gibson, and I am a Singleton mom. First and foremost, I would like to thank Singleton moms for allowing me the opportunity to present the wonderful award of Care Team Member of 2016-2017. This organization, which I consider my extended family, has blessed me in many, many ways, and the reason why I stand in front of you tonight is one of the biggest. I normally wouldn't be the kind of person to write such an important speech or speak in front of a large crowd of people, but I feel compelled to speak about care teams and coordinators. To care, to want to do something or be something. Team, a number of persons associated in some joint action. Coordinator, a person who organizes people or groups so that they work together properly and well. A friend, a person who has a strong liking for and trust in another. A person who aids or favors something. This person by title is my care coordinator, but by definition, she is my friend. She has managed to show me and my kids that there are still good, caring people out there and that we are loved. Besides all the great things, Besides all the great things they have done in correlation to Singleton moms, this person has personally become an important part of our lives. She has not missed a birthday, holiday, walk, cleaning, or cancerversary since the day she walked into our lives. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry. I will forever be grateful to her for that. I am blessed to award Care Team Member of 2016-2017 to my friend Dina Myers.
Totally tricked me. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Melissa LeGray.
Good evening. I've been involved with Singleton Moms for about 7 years, and it's been very rewarding due to three, I think, important things when you're looking to donate or be involved with a nonprofit. The first is, what kind of work do they do? The second is, who are the people that are actually involved? And the third are the organization's leadership. To me, those are really key. So as most of you hopefully know, Singleton Moms provides practical and emotional support to single parents who are in cancer treatment. Now, I am thrilled and encouraged that there are some brilliant minds that are studying better ways to prevent cancer, and also to treat cancer, and hopefully at some point cure cancer. It's wonderful that that's happening. But what Singleton Moms does is really focus on the parents, the single parents, who are right here in the middle of this, and on their cancer journey. And it's a unique approach and hopefully very effective. The people that are involved at Singleton Moms are amazing. The staff is upbeat, they take charge, they make things happen, but they're also very compassionate in the work that they do for our families. And they're tireless in continuing to support our families. The parents that are involved in Singleton Moms are also super amazing. Their strength and perseverance are really inspiring and a wonderful role model for their children. And the third is the leadership at Singleton Moms. Creating a nonprofit in your 20s is absolutely mind-boggling to me. And then to help it grow and flourish and be effective is really phenomenal. But I am not alone in my admiration for Jody Farley. 2 years ago, Jody was selected as a CNN hero. And just as an aside, mark your calendars for early December when the CNN heroes are presented on television, the top 10. It is no doubt the most hopeful and inspiring 2 hours that I've ever seen on television. But I digress. Over the last 10 years, CNN has received over 50,000 nominations for the CNN heroes from all over the world, doing all sorts of things. And each of those people are vetted incredibly over about 8 months. They look at the board, they look at the staff, everything, to make sure that these nonprofits are going to be successful if they do reward them with being a CNN hero. Jody is one of 100 people who have been selected out of 50,000 nominees. I don't have the skills to figure out what that percentage is, but it's amazing and it's remarkable and definitely rarefied air. In addition, the Phoenix Business Journal has recognized Jody as one of the 2016's 40 leaders under 40. And Jody will be receiving the Athena Leadership Award for Professional Excellence in Community Service this spring. So please join me in... I think we have a video that we'll share with you a little bit more about Jody's remarkable progress and story in this leading this amazing organization. Thank you.
When Michelle Singleton got sick and I saw all of her struggles, it just brought back a lot of memories of my family and what they experienced when Juliana was sick. So after Michelle passed,
Come away with me.
for me it was enough is enough, and we need to come together to help
Come away.
families through this really difficult time. And we can do that by giving them our love and support and treating them like family. I came from a very wonderful family, and so it gives me so much pride to be able to create a family through Singleton Moms and to
With their life.
understand that I can honor Michelle and I can honor my
On a cloud.
family, my Farley family, and that's what I want to do.
Good evening. Thank you all for being here this evening. Melissa, thank you for your kind introduction. I'm so grateful for you and the open heart you have shown to singleton moms and myself. Like most, it is personal experiences, shared memories, and my family that has shaped who I am today. It was the experience that I had with Michelle Singleton that became the inspiration for creating Singleton Moms. Watching one single mother's journey through cancer was incredibly impactful. Allowing myself to try and put myself in her very difficult and courageous shoes was humbling. These were very true and authentic moments that changed my life and motivated me to act. Though extremely rewarding, founding Singleton Moms has not been easy and oftentimes quite emotional. There have been times over the last 11 years when I have found myself having to dig deep and make hard decisions and ask myself, why do you keep doing this work? Where does your passion come from, truly at your core? Reflecting on this led me to reminisce about some of my earliest childhood memories. I grew up in a very dynamic Irish Catholic family, all of whom worked hard, played hard, and loved one another beyond measure. And in 1983, 34 years ago last week, we as a family suffered an enormous loss. My aunt and uncle had to endure the greatest pain imaginable in losing their daughter at the age of 8 to leukemia. Growing up, my mom always did an amazing job at making sure that Juliana's memory was never forgotten in our home. I was surrounded by the loving memory of my cousin always. It was these memories that have re-energized me, given me focus and a new lease on the evolution of Singleton Moms. So over the last year, with the help of my staff, as well as former board member Mariah Perrick, the wheels of the latest harebrained ideas by Jody were put into motion, not knowing where it would lead, if anywhere. I feel incredibly honored and blessed to announce that in honor of my cousin Juliana and my entire Farley family, along with the help from a grant with Fiesta Bowl Charities, effective immediately, Singleton Moms is expanding our family to include single parents with children who have cancer. This will not be a new or separate program. Singleton Moms will continue to operate exactly as we do today, on a first-come, first-served basis. These two populations will be treated as equals, and funding will be divided amongst our families in the same way that we do now. We are a family, and we are merely growing the Singleton family, so that we may serve more in need around the greater Phoenix area. What has transpired over the last 12 months has led to the realization that 2017 is going to be very exciting. A new year of beginnings for both myself and Singleton Moms. So this year I'm turning 40. Along with that, I'm embracing my new role as a single mom, which has been liberating and getting to know myself and finding my new happy. I've been surrounded by an amazing support team. I really want to thank my family, my friends, and my staff for showing me so much grace and kindness as I have navigated through this new chapter in my life. Truly, truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you. As for the future of Singleton Moms, we may be hitting those awkward preteen years but we continue to achieve some pretty remarkable milestones. Next month, I've been invited to speak at the Maya Angelou International Health Conference in North Carolina. I will be sitting on a panel of former CNN heroes as we discuss pioneering efforts to enhance the lives of women and children around the world. It's pretty awesome. It's not something I had ever expected that I would ever get to have an opportunity to do. And it's a unique forum in which to share the Singleton Moms mission to even more people. I believe that as an organization, we have only seen the tip of the iceberg of the impact we are capable of having in this community. In June of last year, the board of directors and myself decided that based off of the growth and awareness that CNN Heroes had brought to Singleton Moms, we needed to have a clear and focused plan for the future. We brought in Rich Frazier, a board-sourced certified governance trader, to lead us through a strategic planning session to identify opportunities and for improvement and to set a course for our vision for the future. Over the next 3 years, this includes the launch of a $2 million capital campaign to purchase a property for our Singleton Village. Yay! To create the culture and infrastructure with sustainable support for Singleton Moms and the village for future growth, so that we can remain here in our community but expand outside. And to continue recruitment and onboarding for new board members to help us in reaching these goals and beyond. None of these goals are even remotely achievable without a strong board of directors and staff. A special thanks to Singleton Moms 2017 board members, Ashley Betchel, Tammy Rocker, Denise Murphy, Mark Pickerel, Josh Hebert, and Tony Dufresne for your stewardship and dedication to the future of Singleton Moms. Will you please stand if you're here tonight? I know a couple of you are. Thank you. Jody, Kari, Kelly, and Kelly, Alma, and Dakota. This is Singleton Moms staff. They're my rock stars. They are who I lean on every single day to make sure that our families are taken care of. This is a small but incredibly mighty staff. Thank you, ladies, for the pride you show in your work every day. Your loving hearts shine through in everything you do for the families we serve. Michelle Hilliker. Michelle Hilliker is this year's Gala chair. Michelle, I absolutely adore you. You are wonderful and nothing but pure joy. And I'm pretty sure that everybody who knows you feels the same. Thank you for your friendship and constant loyalty to Singleton Moms over the years. The true spirit of Singleton Moms is about giving, and this evening would not be possible without the dedication and generosity of our sponsors, Talking Stick Resort, Royal Neighbors of America, Kendra Scott, UPS, the Pellegrino family, and Randy's Vision Photography. Thank you. Thank you for seeing something special in the Singleton Moms mission and supporting the 8th annual Singleton Moms Gala. Life doesn't stop with a cancer diagnosis. Before Singleton Moms existed as an entity, it was a concept. It was a simple concept of supporting each other through life's struggles. Over the last 11 years, my goodness, I lost myself. Sorry. Over the last 11 years, we have seen highs and lows. Together, we have overcome obstacles, celebrated successes, and grieved the loss of our friends. Though through it all, we are family. And this is what makes me the most proud. Now, without further ado, it is time to have some fun and move into the giving spirit. I'm excited to introduce our new friend and America's foremost auctiontainer, there we go, Letitia Fry. Thank you.
Can you give Jody a huge round of applause? So cute. Congratulations. You need to give her a huge round of applause. Those are a lot of achievements she's doing on behalf of everyone else. So yes, I'm going to give you a moment. Oh, you know what, Jody? Randy's making you come back up for a little photograph, so come back up. Which gives me a moment before, are we ready to play heads and tails? Because let's face it, my favorite thing about Singleton Moms is their basic motto is fun is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And what is the first word in fundraising? Fun. I'm about to make sure you're all going to have a lot of fun. So we're going to do a quick picture. We're going to do a quick picture together. She looks like a princess out of like Frozen, right? I look like I belong on a parade float in Carnival in Rio. So here we go. We're going to give you a minute to keep buying the leis that you see. I did not buy one and playing because that would mean I would cheat and be able to control everything that's going on up here. But if you have multiple leis on, what this does is there's this great prize package that I'm holding right here. It's Harrah's Casino, an incredible experience. You get to have all of this, a night stay for two. You get to have dinner at Agave's. You get to have the buffet. You get a bottle of Mondavi Merlot, 2 Harrah's auction wine glasses, and playing cards. All of this is your prize. Now the tickets were 1 for 20, 3 for 50, 6 for 100. They're going to sell them for just a minute more to make sure. So what happens is I have a coin up here that's heads or toes, or heads or tails. Everybody knows you have a head, right? This is your tail. So what I do is I ask you, everyone that's playing with a lei on, to stand up, and I'll give you another minute to buy some more, and I ask you to choose a head or a tail. This is a chance for us to make some money for Singleton Moms, but also to have some fun. So this beautiful lady that just stood up right here, notice how she has multiple leis on. So if you have your hands on your head and I call tails, then you lose. If you only have one lei on, that means you sit down. But if you bought multiple, just take a lei off and keep playing the game until you run out of them. And eventually we come down to one of you. So go ahead, if anyone wants to buy a lei, they're walking around right now, just hold your hand up, wave it. We're going to play a little heads or tails and have some fun. Meanwhile, is everybody having a good time this Saturday night? Good. Me too. All right. So while they're selling them just a minute more, we got a couple more people that are signing up for them. Those of you that are already wearing them, let's have you all stand up because you're looking awfully good here tonight. Everybody that's going to play, let's have them stand up. All right. Anyone with leis on, this is you, okay? So anybody else that's playing them, and remember, if you have multiple leis on, instead of sitting down, when I say sit down, you just take one off. So here we go. We got another one buying right over here. Let's make sure anyone that wants to play gets a chance. Anyone that wants to play gets a chance. More to sell. Make sure we got more behind you. We've got more over here. And then Terry, will you do me a favor? Can you, oh wait, we've got AES in the room. Let's make sure AES is in the room too because they're buying more. So if we need any help, because we've got lots of people that want to buy more. I love this. Everybody's getting in the spirit of it. It's starting to feel like carnival. Exactly. You got that whole little Brazilian dance going. I can see it from here. So keep holding up your hands so we can get as many people playing this game as possible. I promise it is fun. All right, everybody. We've got a couple more hands in the air. We've got one right here. Gives me a second to take a sip of water. And after After we've played heads or tails, we're going into our live auction. We have 5 live auction items for you, and we're going to have a blast. All right, we have another one over here. By the way, the beautiful people in blue shirts are from Auction Event Solutions, AES. They are phenomenal and a great way for you to buy these leis, as well as live auction items. Oh, I love it. There's all kinds of colors everywhere. All right. Do we all have our leis? Are we ready to play? Feeling lucky because someone's going to Harrah's. All right. Everybody that's ready to play, stand up. I want you to choose between putting your hands on your head. Oh, we got players all over here. All over here. I want you to choose. Do you want to put your hands on your head or your tail? Go ahead, everyone. Choose a head or a tail. No cheating. Everybody has to commit. Here we go. If you chose heads, you're wrong. So, if you only had one lei on, you have to sit down if you chose heads. If you have multiple leis on, please take one off. All right, everybody choose. Hands on your head, hands on your tail. Here we go. What is that expression? Shake your tail feather. Tails stay in. Tails stay in. Tails are winners. All right, heads. So far, it's not going well. Choose heads or tails. Watch everyone choose a tail now. Oh, wow. Heads win. Oh, sorry, tails. Here we go. Everybody choose head or tail. Oh, wow. Tails. Tails, you're out. All right, heads, here we go. Keep playing. Choose that head or tail. Heads, you're in. Go ahead and choose. The numbers are dwindling. And if you chose the lower portion of your body, you're still in the game. Uh-oh, and then there were a few left. How many people are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why don't all 6 of you come on down on the dance floor? All right, it's going to get thick competition here now. Come on in, Jody. We've got 6 left. Give them a round of applause because it's game on. And now you can tell they really have to commit. No cheating. All right, everyone, choose. Is it heads or tails? Choose heads or tails. You right there, stay in the game. Tails. You stay in the game. All right. There's 4 of you left, and you have 3 leis on. I'm feeling pretty good about this for you. Choose heads or tails. Ladies, you're out. And then there were 2. Okay, here we go. It's a 50-50 shot, guys. Heads or tails? You know what? You have 3 lays on. Keep all 3 in because you just won. Wasn't that fun? Love it. All right. So, as you can tell, Jody said she kind of almost got it. It's called auctiontainment, auctiontainer. The reason it's called that is I was given that little misnomer by one of my clients and dear beloved Arizona man, Alice Cooper. I love Alice, and the reason why is he saw me get up on stage to practice one day, and most auctioneers stay up on that podium, they read through the notes. I don't do any of that. I was a theater major. I bring a little more entertainment into it. So this is called auctiontainment. I come to you, we don't use notes, we have fun, we bid high in the air, we have lots of energy because we here at Singleton Moms, fun is not a luxury, it is a necessity, right? So let's have some fun. Now, our first live auction item couldn't quite be set right without a little mood music. So I'm wondering if Nathan would set the tone for what it would be like to watch the stars in Flagstaff. E.T. phone home? All right, ladies and gentlemen, your first item is going to be 2 of you going to one of our greatest wonders, not only in the state, but across the country, Flagstaff. We don't want you driving there without gas money, so we're giving you $50 in gas money to go there. We are going to put you up for the night. 2 of you are staying in the Courtyard Marriott, which is just steps from downtown Flagstaff, from all the shops and all the dining and everything else. But we're going to load up your whole experience there. We are sending 2 of you on the Verde Canyon Railroad, where you will spend a beautiful luxury trip there. You get cocktails in the whole train cars. You get to see 100 years of history and 20 miles of extraordinary Flagstaff. Then you're going to get to go to Oak Creek Vineyards, where the proprietors will greet you themselves, give you a private tour. They're going to give you tastings of all their wines, cheese, and they're going to give you an entire swag to take with you of Pinot Noir items and different things as well. Then, why we're playing the E.T. is because we all know that Lowell Observatory, one of the most famous in the world, and the Clark Actual Telescope, you're going to get a private tour where you will see all of the stars of Flagstaff. Nathan, if we can drop the music so I can start to chant, we're now going to sell this item. Ladies and gentlemen, the value is priceless in support of Singleton Moms. Let's get those hands in the air. AES is ready. On my right is my assistant, the one and only Michael Douglas. Yes, his parents called him Michael Douglas. And on my left, Terry Finnegan. If you don't see me, see one of them. Are you ready to have some fun, Singleton? Yes, me too. Opening bid for Flagstaff, let's have fun with it, will be $200. $200, $200, $200, 3, $300, now 4, $400, now 5, $500, no, you can't be silent, this is like a sport, you should be cheering them on. $400, 500, $500, 500, $400, now 5, Terry, I'm with you at 4, $400, $500, $400, 5, think about the train, think about the wine, think about a flag, think about the stars. 500, 500, 400, now 5. 500, 500, yes! 500, $600. 600, 600, 500, now 6. 600, 600, 500, $600. 600, 600, 500, now 6. 600, 600, think about it, it'll be 117 degrees here. You'll be in flag, it'll be like 80. $600, going once, going twice. It has been sold. $500 to the beautiful lady right there. Sitting with my man, Jeff Crowley. What's her bidder number tonight, Michael? Bidder number is 142. Give a round of applause. Now, are you having fun? Yes, I told you that word fun is in fundraising. All right, to set the tone for the happiest place on earth. Oh, Nathan, what do we feel about Disney World or Disneyland?
Course by course, one by one, till
That's right, the happiest place on earth. And I remind everyone here, we have 12 actual Singleton families here with us today as well. If you yourself would like to do an adventure like this, I know a few families that would love to do this adventure on their behalf. So, this summer, I want you to think about that drive down to California where you will get 4 day hopper passes to both Disneyland and California Adventure. Just so you know, Disneyland, not Disney World, is the only one that has the Cars experience. So if you have a Cars fan in your family, this is for you. We have a $300 gift card as well to Hotels.com towards your stay. And ladies and gentlemen, a swag basket, which is right over there. You need your Mickey Mouse ears. You need your plush toys of Mickey and Minnie. We have all your goodies there for you. Valued at over $1,000. Who's going to the happiest place on earth? Gentlemen, if we may cut the music, it's time to start the bidding. Opening bid, 4 passes, hotel, why not? $400. Here we go. 400, 500 here. Now 6. 600, $700. Cheer them on, folks. 700, 700 back of it now. $800. 800, going to be now 700, going to be now 8. 800, 800. I'm with you at 7, going to be now 800. $800. Yes. Okay. So if they're bidding, you need to be cheering on this side. 900, 900, 800, 900, 900, 1,000. $1,000, 1,900, 1,000, 1,000, yes, 1,000, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100. I'm at 1,000, going to bid now 100 more. 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, $1,100, 1,100, 1,100. Going once, going twice. It has been sold. $1,000. Congratulations. Bidder number is 129. 129. Give him a huge round of applause. All right. I want you to think about how that ice sounds. And that puck. Let's talk about those coyotes, shall we? Set the tone.
All right.
You should be cheering this one on.
Yeah.
Our coyotes are great, and they have fun. Shane Doan is one of my friends, and that man has led us for years. He had one of the greatest moments in sports recently. This is going to be an opportunity for you to head to a game, a home game this season. 4 lower level tickets. Those are the good tickets. You have an entire stick over here that's signed not just by Shane, but every player on the team. Your own hockey stick, every autograph, 4 lower level seats, and then everybody deserves 15 minutes of fame. Where are you going to get yours? On the Zamboni. That's right. A Zamboni ride for 15 minutes of fame on the ice. Our Arizona Coyotes in support of Singleton Moms. We love them. Value of this, $1,200. Gentlemen, here we go. There are 4 of you going. Opening bid, $400. Here we go. 400, 400. Yes, on the back of the bid now, 500 here. Now 6. 600, $700. Yes, 700 bid now 8. 800, 800. I'm at 700 with you, Michael. Going to bid now 8. 800, 800, 700. Now 8. 800 going to bid now 800. Yes, 900, 900, 800. Now 9. 900, 1,000. Yes, going to bid 1,000. Going to bid 1,100. 1,100, 1,100. 1,000. Going to bid 1,100. Going to bid now 1,100. 1,100, 1,100. She's at 1,000. Going to bid 1,100. 1,100, 1,100. So many people have done this, followed by this. Are you sure? 1,100, 1,100. 1,100. 1,100, 1,100. 1,100, 1,100. Yes, told ya. 1,200. Yes, 1,200 here. 1,200 going to bid now 13. She's at 1,200 going to bid now 13. I'm right here at 12. You're at 12. 1,300 1,300. 1,300 13. 1,200 1,300 12 now 3. 1,300 once. 1,300 twice. It has been sold. $1,200. Congratulations. Bidder number is 186. Give them both a round of applause for fighting that one out. All right. Now, we here in Arizona take for granted that we are a vacation spot that many people come from around the world. And the Phoenician Hotel is, well, one of the most popular and best in all of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's set the tone for a staycation unlike any other. Now, the Phoenician, with its extraordinary views and grounds, also happens to have 9 pools. Just so you know, the Phoenician has 9 pools. One of those pools is made of mother of pearl. It's the most expensive pool ever built in the state of Arizona. 150-foot water slide. You have an extraordinary amount of things to choose from. 2-night stay right here in one of America's most luxurious hotels, our very own Phoenician Resort. While you are there, you will overlook the golf course while you dine at the one and the only dinner for 2 at the best of the burger places there. We're going to give you 3 bottles of wine for your 2 nights to have some fun. 2 bottles of our Kendall Jackson's Vintage Merlot 2011, and of course, the Campo Viejo Rioja Tempranillo, a 2012. The total value of this entire package is over $1,300. It is a staycation, a romantic experience, and one of the nicest hotels in our country that happens to be in our backyard. Opening bid for this will be $500. $500, but able to at $600 here now. 6 going to bid now 7. 700, but able to at $700. I'm at $600 going to bid now $700. $700 going to bid now 8. 800, but able to $800. I got $700 going to bid now $800. This side of the room, you better cheer them on. That's your job. 800, but able to $800. I'm at $700 going to bid now 8. 800, but able to $800. 700, but able to $800 going to bid now 800. 700 now 8. 800, but able to $800. 700 going to bid now 8. 800, but able to $800. $800. 7. I love my AV team. They're back there cheering. Go AV. 800, but able to $800. 700 now 8. Last chance at 800, but able to $800. $800. 800 once. 800 twice. Are you in? She's in. 800 going to bid now. 900 going to bid now 1,000. Michael, you're out. 1,000 going to bid now $1,000. 900 going to bid 1,000. 1,000 going to bid 1,000. 900 behind me going to bid 1,000. Yes. 1,000 going to bid 1,100. 1,100 going to bid 1,000. 100 bid 1,100. 1,000 going to bid now 1,000. 100 bid $1,100. 1,100 bid 1,100. Yes. 1,200 bid $1,200. 1,100 going to bid now 12. 1,200 bid 1,100 going to bid now 1,200. 12. 1,200 once, 1,200 twice. It has been sold. $1,100. Congratulations. Bidder number is 129. And this brings us to our last item. Are we having fun, Singleton family? Yes. This last item came in very last minute, and when I tell you we saved the best for last, we did. So a little mood music that might set what it would be like to have his and her, well, designer watches and a weekend stay in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Ladies and gentlemen, Molina Fine Jewelers and the gentlemen will be walking around to show you their watches. Alfredo Molina and the Molina family have given you their custom-made watches. His and hers matching set, valued at close to $600 a watch each, totaling $1,200. When you have your new timepieces as you're spending time together, you will not notice the time as you go to Jackson Hole. Four Seasons has given you a King Deluxe room for 2 nights, 3 stays, complimentary breakfast every day in one of the greatest of natural wonders. And the last time I was in Jackson Hole, and I highly recommend you do the same, please do visit Yellowstone Park. It is a game changer. You will love it. So, 2 luxurious timepieces, 2 nights and 3 days in the one and only Four Seasons Jackson Hole, and our last live auction item of the night, valued at $2,400. Opening bid will be for the 2 at $2,400. Opening bid will be $800. Here we go. 800 going to bid now, 900 back going to bid now, 1,000. 1,000 here going to bid 1,100 going to bid now 12. 1,200 here going to bid now 13. It's the last item. Cheer them on. 1,300 going to bid 13. 1,200 going to bid now 13. 1,300 going to bid 13. I'm with you at 12 now. 1,300 going to bid 13. 1,300 going to bid 1,300. I'm at 1,200. Your way, Michael. 1,200. 1,300. 1,003. $2,400 value. Just $1,300. The watches, the Four Seasons, the works. 1,300. 1,300. Yes, 13. Gonna bid now 14. 1,400. 14. Ask him if he'll go 14. I got 13. Gonna bid now 4. 1,400. 14. Will you go 1,004? I've got 13 behind you now. 14. Gonna bid now 15. 1,500. 1,005. Cheer him on. 1,500. 1,500. 1,400. 1,005. 1,500. 15. 14. Now 1,500. 15. Yes. Gonna bid now 16. 1,600. 1,006. 1,600. 1,600. 15. Now 16. 1,600. 1,600. 16. 15. Gonna bid now 16. 1,600. 1,006. I'm at 15. Gonna bid now 16. 1,600. 1,600. Now I just want to point out that the two gentlemen that are battling this out were the two finalists for my lay hole game. So, he already won, so if you keep bidding, maybe this is your chance to win. He's in. 1,600 gonna bid now 17. 1,700 gonna bid 1,007. 16 gonna bid now 17. It's always you two, isn't it? 1,700 gonna bid 1,700 be able to bid 17. Oh, new player. 17 gonna bid now 18. 1,800 be able to bid 1,008. 1,800 be able to bid 1,800 be able to 18. 1,800 be able to bid 1,800 be able to 1,800. 17 gonna bid now 18. $1,800. Yes! 1,900 be able to bid 1,009. 18 gonna bid now. 19 gonna bid now 2. 2,000 be able to bid 2,000. 19 gonna bid now $2,000. 2,000 be able to bid 2,000. 19 gonna bid now $2,000. Yes! 2,000 now 21. 2,100 be able to 21. 2,000 gonna bid now 21. 2,100 be able to 2,100 be able to 21. 2,100 once. 2,100. Yes! 21 now 22. 2,200 be able to 22. 21 gonna bid now 2. 2,200 be able to 2,200 gonna bid now 22. 21 you able to 22 gonna bid now 2,200. Yes! 22 you able to 23. 2,300 be able to 2,300 be able to 23. 2,200 gonna bid now 23. Once, twice, it has been sold. $2,200. Congratulations. 244. Give them all a round of applause. Those are your bidders and your donors. Now, we're going to switch gears for a minute, and I want you all to know that I truly do love my job. I do about 107 of these a year, all over the country, but I call Scottsdale my home. There is not one organization that I will raise funds for that I do not volunteer or trail for a day in order to understand not for what we give, but for whom. Singleton Moms is one of the most extraordinary days that I have had in a long time. And let me tell you, I see a lot. Please. There are 4 individuals in this room that took the time to bring me into their world. I brought them lunch, and I want to say a special thank you because you've heard from many of them. Janet started out our night. She was one of the ones to share her life and story with me, and I consider her now my friend. Desiree also was one that shared her story and was amazing, as well as Adrian, who's also been on stage already, and now the gentleman that I'm going to bring up now. As you've heard, we have gone from Singleton moms to dads and now on to children. Once Singleton, always Singleton. This man knocked my socks off. He might be one of the most gregarious, kind, loving, and gentle of souls and dedicated fathers. He's here with his 2 eldest daughters, right there, Jennifer and Jessica. His youngest daughter, who's only 5, is not with us. I would like you to welcome to the stage one of 3 Singleton dads that we have, Jeff Crowley. Please come to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Crawley, and I want to share a little bit about myself, and I want to share my story with you this evening. 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with third-stage rectal cancer, and it all started around 2011, the fall of 2011. And I knew something was wrong because I kept feeling really bad. I kept feeling dizzy, lightheaded. I had all kind of symptoms, and I didn't know what it was at the time. And I went to my doctor, and I said, Doc, something is going on, and I can't really put my finger on it. So we went through, several tests. We tested for everything you can possibly, clogged valves, this, that, and the other, and nothing came back. And kind of, at one time, kind of made me feel that maybe I was making this all up. But like I said, I would be feeling fainty and nauseated and just different things. So eventually, he said, Mr. Crawley, have you had your prostate, checked lately? And at the time, I was in my late 40s. And I said, no, I didn't. And so we went through a series of, checking my prostate. And he said, I'm going to send you over to a specialist, and he's going to examine you. So I did that and went into a outpatient. And when I woke up, the doctor said, Mr. Crawley, I got some bad news for you. He said, you have cancer, and we really need to start right away with your prognosis and diagnosis and, get this thing going. And I was taken by surprise. I had no idea. I had never been sick, never in my life, not hospital-wise. I went to the doctor for different things, but never like this. And so I was very distraught, didn't know what to do. And at the time, so we started off, and I asked him, Doctor, well, what stage is it, and how did all this happen? He said, well, Mr. Crawley, you're diagnosed right now with third-stage rectal cancer, and, we need to, start, your prognosis right away. And so I started off with getting chemotherapy and radiation, and the cancer was small. It was bigger than a golf ball, but a little smaller than a baseball. And it was very painful, excruciating. I wouldn't want anybody never to go through anything like this. And so I went through 3 or 4 months of chemotherapy, radiation. I had a port in my chest, just different things like that. And I had to get it down, they said, to the size of a fingernail. And we ended up doing that, and eventually I ended up having surgery. And at the time, they gave me 2.5 years to live from 2011 or the beginning of 2012. And so I did the radiation, and I did the chemo, and I did the surgery. And, I was bouncing back, and things were feeling good. I was feeling pretty good about myself. And I was coming up on the 2.5 years of of what they said I was expected to live. And eventually, things was going good, and I did real well with that. And shortly coming up on that 2.5 years, I thought I had the flu or a real bad cold, and that lasted for about a week. And so by me already was being diagnosed with third-stage rectal cancer, my resistance was kind of low. So I ended up going into the hospital 2 years later, and I went into the emergency room. And they asked me, what are you here for? And I said, well, I think I got the flu, and, I think I'm coming down with a real bad cold. And they said, well, come on in. And they checked me. And when they checked me, they asked me, Mr. Crawley, you feeling okay? And I said, yeah, I'm feeling fine. I said, well, why do you ask? They said, because your sugar levels is 875, and you should probably be in a coma. And they said, well, you sure you're doing great? I said, I'm doing fantastic. But because I had prior cancer, they said, well, we're going to keep you, and we're going to, see what's going on. So I stayed in the emergency room for probably about 2 or 3 days, and, they poking on me and prodding on me and all that kind of stuff. And eventually, they come back, they said, well, we know that your sugar levels is high, but we think we might have to take a biopsy of you. Now, I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on TV. But I know if they take a biopsy, that has nothing to do with my sugar levels. Now, let's get this right. And so I'm like, wow, what could be the problem? And eventually, we took the biopsy, and we did this, and we did that. And they came back and said, Mr. Crawley, you're diagnosed with 4th-stage liver cancer. I was like, wow. I didn't know what to do. I got a family to take care of. At the time, I was a single dad, and, things was really tough for me. And I was just, like I said, I was at my ends with, and anybody that knows that have cancer, you spend all your money on trying to get better. I remember watching a commercial one time, they said, do you choose to buy medication or do you choose to pay for your bills? I never thought I would be in that situation, but I was. And so after I was diagnosed with the 4th-stage liver cancer, I went to see my doctor, and he said, well, I have to be honest with you, sir. He said, by you already was having third-stage rectal cancer, and 2 years later you was diagnosed with fourth-stage liver cancer, the odds is you probably won't make it. He said, so won't you get your business orders your business orders of affairs in order, and call your family and let them know your situation, because to be honest with you, there's probably very little I can do for you. And so, I looked there and we talked, and he said, but there's a specialist I want you to see, and if he can't do anything for you, we're going to try our best to make you comfortable. So I ended up went and seeing the specialist, and make a long story short, this doctor named Jeffrey Brink, he was the liver doctor. I ended up having half my liver taken off, my gallbladder taken off, and they wanted me to do 6 months to a year of chemo after the fourth-stage liver surgery. And so I was asking them, I said, well, when I do this, what is my proximity of life? Because that's the number one question when you get cancer. That's the number one question that's going to always come up is what? How long do I have? And so I asked him that. He said, well, I'm going to be honest with you. If I give you the surgery and you take the chemo and radiation, you probably got about 9 months. But if you don't do any of this, you got 3. And I said, okay. So I opted to take the surgery. Even though it's just an extra 9 months, to me it was a lifetime. Because I still want to see my beautiful family. I still want to see my daughter and my sisters and brothers and stuff like that. I still want to be around. I still thought I had something else to give. And I ended up doing the surgery with the intent of doing the chemotherapy and the radiation. And after the surgery, I was sick for about 4 or 5 months. And the doctor was saying, well, are you going to do the chemo? And I had thought about it. I cried. I prayed. I cried and I prayed. I prayed and I cried. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I said, I'm going to take my chances. I said, I'm going to take my chances. And I'm going to rely on my higher power. And I end up going all natural. I end up going all organic. Now, it wasn't an easy decision. Because when I would call back home to Wisconsin and I would tell my brothers or my sisters or even my daughters, I was like, well, what do you guys think about if I don't take the chemo? They was like, oh, no, don't do that. No, no, no. So I knew at that time that I had to keep it within myself. So when they would call me and they say, hey, Dad, did you go to chemo today? And I said, yes, I went to chemo today, but I didn't go. Because I knew how they felt about it. It was a decision that I had to make on my own. And eventually, I ended up talking to my doctor, and he saw how upset I was and how just despondent I was. And he said, Mr. Crawley, I want you to talk to this one particular organization. He said, I want you to reach out to them. And I said, Doc, I only got about 6 months left, 9 months left. What good is it going to do? And he said, well, do you mind if I reach out to him and give him your number? I said, well, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. And he called an organization called Singleton Moms. And they came out to my house and they visited me. And remind you, like I said, I was sick for 4 or 5 months, couldn't get out of bed. And I remember it was Amma and Annie. They came out and they visited me. And we talked and they told me all the beautiful things that Singleton Mom was all about. And I grant you, during this 6-7 year period of time, I've been a part of other organizations, but none like Singleton Moms. There's other organizations out there that would help you. They'll give you a check to help you pay your rent or your mortgage or your gas bill, but none like Singleton Moms. And so doing this 45-minute session that they had with me, they told me some of the things that they're about. And, they was like, well, we're going to help you with your bills, and we can help you with your medication and different things like that, and we can help you with your children and so forth and so on. And I was just taken back because I have never been shown love like this, especially not from an organization. And ladies and gentlemen, all the things that they say they would do, they've done. You're talking about Christmas in July, they've done it. You're talking about Christmas on December 25th, they've done it. You talking about every month, like clockwork, going to the bare necessities closet. They was giving out 3 and 4 bags of groceries, over $100 value to all the moms and dad. They done it. But let me tell you something that they done more than anything else. They open up their arms and they open up their hearts, and that's something that you can't put a price on. And so I'm grateful for being a part of Singleton Moms. I'm grateful that they took me into their family. Because see, when the doctor first told me about it, he said, I want you to be a part of Singleton Mom. I said, Doctor, I don't know if you looked at me yet, but last time I checked, I didn't have no surgery. I'm a guy. He said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He said, it's all going to work itself out. And I was kind of reluctant at first, and I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah, we can work it out. And they did. Singleton Moms for the last 2 years has been an intricate part of my life, my family. Because see, I look at Singleton Moms like I look at Cheers. Singleton Moms is a place where everybody knows your name. So when I go, so when me and my 5-year-old daughter, Bryce Maria, come up on the Singleton Moms campus, I'm not just, hello, sir. How you doing, Jeff? Hi, is Bryce. This is every time. These people make you feel like family. I mean, like none other. So if you really want to know what Singleton Moms is doing, beside all the things that Jody was speaking to you about, if you want to know where their time and their money and their effort is going, you don't have to look no further. Just look at me. They brought me back to life. This is what Singleton Moms would do for you. So I am a living testimony that Singleton Moms can bring the single moms and the dads from bedridden to being on a stage and can speak to an audience like you. So I am tremendously grateful. And I want to tell all the Singleton Moms, and I want to tell the staff of the Singleton Moms organization, my mom and dad right now is looking down in heaven, and she wants to tell Jody and Carrie and Amma, thank you for saving her son. My brothers and sisters that's back 2,000 miles away in Wisconsin, they want to tell you, Jody, thank you for saving their brother. And my 2 daughters that's sitting over there that's traveled 2,000 miles away to hear their father speak that didn't think he was going to be living again. The Singleton Moms organization, my daughters want to tell you guys, thank you for saving their father. And last but not least, that little girl I call Bryce Maria, she wants to tell you guys, thank you for saving her dad. And out of all of this, I was a single dad, broken, just dealing with cancer. It was just such a bad situation. And at the time, you don't think you'll ever be able to meet someone again. And after about 2 or 3 years, I met a very special young lady. And she understood my situation. And so when you can find someone that can take you when you're at your lowest point, just imagine what you would be when you get up on your feet. And that young lady, I want to say thank you to Robin Dobar that's sitting right over there right now. Some people ask me, they say, well, what is it? What was your success? I told them it's not just one thing. It's not just because I went all organic or all natural. It's not because I'm a very spiritual individual. It's not because I have a lot of faith. It's not one situation. And everything is not for everybody. So let me say that. But it's a village. It's a group of things that comes together that give you the strength to pull it off. Now, I'm standing here today on the shoulders of a lot of individuals before me that didn't make it. Within the last year and a half, we at Singleton Moms, we have lost several individuals that's not here today. So I'm standing on their shoulders. I'm speaking for them. And eventually, somebody is going to be standing here speaking for me. So I want to let everybody know that this deadly disease called cancer is real. And so about 9 or 8 months ago, I get a knock on my door. And I go to answer it. And when I open up the door, the young man said, hello. I said, how you doing? He said, are you Jeffrey? I said, yes, I am. I said, how can I help you? He said, well, about 8 or 9 months ago, we had a contract for you that we're here to take you away. He said, my name is Cancer. And I said, oh, I remember you. Right, I met you in my bed at the hospital. He said, and I brought some friends of mine with me. And because I understood that the first time you beat cancer 2.5 years ago, he said, but this time I'm gonna make sure you don't beat it. I said, well, who did you bring? He said, have you heard of my friend Depression? I said, yeah, oh yeah, I met him. I definitely met him. He said, have you heard of my friend High Blood Pressure? I said, yep, I met him also. He said, have you heard of my friend Diabetes? Yep, kidney problems. I said, yeah, I've heard of all of them. He said, well, your time is up and it's running out. He said, are you ready to go? And I said, well, hold on, wait a minute, hold up. I said, I've heard of all your friends, but have you heard of my friends? Have you heard of Jody Foley? Have you heard of Alma? Have you heard of Kelly? Have you heard of Carrie? Have you heard of all the volunteers and the staff members over at Singleton Mom? Because I got some friends that's much stronger than yours, and today I'm here to stand and tell you I am successfully one of the part of the members of Singleton Moms. My name is Jeffrey Crawley, and I am a Singleton Mom. Thank you.
Give it up for Jeffrey Crawley, please. Everyone on your feet. I told you, this is a man that an afternoon with him affected me probably more profoundly than years in this business. As our courageous and incredible man mentioned, we are here to celebrate Singleton moms. Once a Singleton, always a Singleton. And that is what brings us to this moment. It is the moment that Jeffrey mentioned. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important that we honor all those that are not with us here today. Please pay attention to the video screen while we take a moment out of our time to recognize and celebrate each of them.
Today to see you. Oh, I had to let you know. If I knew the last time that I held you was the last time, I'd have held you and never let go. Oh, it's kept me awake nights wondering, in the dark, just asking why. I've always been told you won't be called
very useful, and so that's what's nice. They're very, when you need something, you just mention it.
I guess heaven was needing a hero, somebody just like you. Stand up for what you believe and follow it through. When I try to make it make sense in my mind, the only conclusion I come to is heaven was needing a hero. Such a part of who I am. Now that part will just be void. No matter how much ever needed you more. 'Cause heaven was needing a hero, somebody just like you, brave enough to stand up for what you believe and follow with when I try to make it make sense in my mind.
A lot of love.
The only conclusion I come to is a heaven was.
For every moment we shared, these brave women's memories will forever burn bright, lighting the path and guiding the Singleton Moms mission.
Yes, heaven was needing a.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we take that moment to remember all of them, for that's why we are here. So, you heard me mention that I don't do anything without volunteering. So, there's something else you have to understand. When I spent this afternoon with 4 of what I consider the most courageous people in the world, again, Adrian, Janet, Jeff, Desiree. The one thing that I did is I sat down with them. See, the father of my children was killed 19 months ago. I'm a truly single mom. So to look at it from their perspective was terrifying. But to see their grace and to see the programs there, see, none of us know if you'll need Singleton. We hope you don't. But I promise you that you'll want to invest in knowing that it's there should you need it. And I know that they changed my perspective on that, because no matter what tax bracket you're in, and believe me, I was with a former stockbroker, a man that ran the highest, most famous individuals that come through TSA, a former mother, a stay-at-home and teacher, and 5 children, and an individual working in the medical community. And any one of us could go from there. So this next portion is to help fund this fight. But more importantly, I want to share with you what I learned and then pepper in with it the things that these 4 heroes to me taught me about it. See, this first level is a high level. It's $5,000. But there's something called pocket applications. And it's what Jeff talked about. Sure, you can get a bill taken care of somewhere else, but there's more to it. See, 25 people can get their pocket application where they can have a bill that's paid. But what if that bill is the bill that makes the difference between a roof over your head or not? What if it's your rent? What if it's the electricity? But you want to know what Desiree said to me that changed it? That I could tell you about 25 pocket applications, or I can tell you that when she had to move with 5 children, 2 of her own, 3 adopted, all 3 with special needs, that this group of people knew that she needed her deposit back because of her cancer. Her backyard had gone in disarray. Do you know that they went there and spent all day and cleaned it up so she could get her deposit check back? That's who they are. So yes, the first level is $5,000. I know it's a lot of money, but if anyone wants to give a 100% tax-deductible gift to Singleton Moms, now is the time to raise that paddle. If not, it's okay. It gives me a chance to show you who I've met, what I learned, and what Jody and those 5 dynamic staff members, all women, big hearts, are doing. Anyone here tonight that would like to give? If not, it's okay. It just gives me a chance to share more with you, and there it is right there, $5,000. What's your bidder number tonight? I want to shake your hand, and what's your bidder number tonight? I'm going to come over and shake your hand. Thank you both. What's your bidder number tonight? Bidder number 142. Thank them both. Give them a huge round of applause, and they're sitting next to my favorite man, Jeff. I love you, Janet. Anyone else at that level? So in this next level, at this particular part, one of the things that was kind of amazing to me, for $2,500, it is Janet that really made a big impact with me for her daughter, Ariana. See, there's this whole phenomenal food system that goes on, these delicious dinners that are given out, okay? $2,500 allows 150 of those to be given out. But it's more than that. The exhaustion that an individual is feeling and all the challenges they have with cancer, making dinner is the last thing on their list. But when do you need to be eating healthy the most? when your body is at its weakest. So Janet tells me about her young daughter who's 15 years old who loves to get these meals delivered. Why? Because she wants to cook them for her mother, because it gives her a sense of empowerment. It allows her to be part of that process. There's more to it than just a meal. It's what Jeff said. You're not a statistic. You're a person with a daughter, with a name. That's what that is. $2,500 is your level. If anyone would like to give, that's an example of what we can do, what Jody and the 5 dynamic women on that team do. That will allow those delicious meals for 150 of them to go out, and there's $2,500 right there. What's your bidder number tonight? Bidder number is 220, and I'm coming over to shake your hand. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Give them a round of applause. 220 at $2,500. Anyone else at the $2,500 level? So, in the next part, I'm going to use you again, Janet, because this is an example again. I got to know Janet and Ariana because I did a little something to help them out because I went further. That's the thing. As soon as you go to Singleton, once a Singleton, always a Singleton, you just feel like you're a part of it, no matter who you are. And as a single mom, like I said, I never want to know Jody other than how we know each other now. But for $1,000, what's that one individual that we are many times 4 or 5? The child. See, what we were talking about with the child is the one that when they can't understand the diagnosis. See, in the case of Janet, Ariana is a dancer. She's a phenomenal dancer. She loves hip-hop. She loves different. And Janet is my stockbroker I was talking about. And paying for her daughter's lessons were never a problem. But with all the mounting bills and all of the responsibility, it is. So $1,000 is a program that's given to a child where it's all about me just because. It's just for fun. It's just for me. It's just for fun. It's a one-time grant of $250 for them to go take that music lesson, take that dance lesson, go see that sporting event. It allows them to continue. But I'm going to tell you, I was so moved by Janet and her daughter and their story, I contacted the man that called me the auctiontainer, Alice Cooper, who runs a foundation known as Solid Rock, who's hip-hop teacher Haji Joe has all the dancers that come do that event with me, and guess who's going to be dancing for Alice Cooper for free? Her daughter. $1,000 helps 4 of those kids. It's a child's life. They should be able to do all those things they want. Anyone here that wants to give $1,000, now is the time to raise your hand. There it is. There's a few of them, ladies and gentlemen. So, we have bidder 116 at $1,000. Thank you. Bidder 204 at $1,000. Thank you. 138 at $1,000. Thank you. 139 at $1,000. Thank you. Coming across the room right now, over here on this side, another 1,000 right here. Robin, there you are, my gorgeous. 196. That's that gorgeous woman Jeffrey was talking about. 246. Another 1,000 right there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 6 of you that just did that. That's $6,000 right there. You add that with the 5, you get 11. You add that to the 2,500, and you're already at $13,500. So in this next bit is a lot of the things that Jeffrey talked about up there as well. Christmas in July, what is that? Your kids are going back to school. They should have everything they need in their backpacks. Quarterly events. Halloween should be fun. Christmas should have gifts. These parents that I met are, despite facing stage 4 cancers, are advocating constantly for the needs of their children coming first. That's all they want. So when a child can have a Christmas gift, 75 families were adopted last Christmas with Singleton. They get their gifts. They get their birthday presents. How does that make a parent feel? To know that that child's going to have every moment what a child should have. Joy. Joy. That's what Singleton Moms gives back. Joy to the child. $500 allows these quarterly activities for the children. Fun is not a luxury. It's a necessity in childhood. Anyone at $500, I have a challenge for you. If I can get 20 of you to raise your hand at $500, that would be $10,000. I have someone in this room who anonymously told me if I could do that, they'll give me another $10,000. So let's see if we can do it. Anyone at the $500 level? I'm trying to get 20 people, so here we go. $500, bidder number right here, 212, thank you. 188, thank you. 244, thank you at 500. What's that bidder number right there? I've got you right there, and this is 219. I've already got you right there. Ladies and gentlemen, keep them going. Come on, I'm coming through. Right here, I have bidder number 133, 15 more to go. 131, 14 to go. 167, 13 to go. 139, 12 more people to go. And we turn 10 into 20. Where it is. 257, 11 people to go, ladies and gentlemen, at $500. Anyone else in at 500? Just 11 more people give. 228. 10 more people give at $500, and you turn 10 into 20. Just 10 more people. Anyone else that wants to give at the $500 level, now is the time to raise your hand as we try to set this and match this. Anyone else? 10 people at 500. You're halfway there. You just made 5,000. You could make 10. 206. Only 9 people left to go. I know we can do this. 9 people at $500. All the way behind me. 247. 8 people left to go. 8 people at $500. Anyone else at $500? We are so close. $500. 8 people. There it is right there. Bidder number 139 makes it 7 people. All right, 139, 7 people. 7 people left, and you make $20,000. 7 more. That's all it takes. Anyone else at the $500 level? There's another one, and he's going to do it 2 times. So right here, hold that up. What's your bidder number? Bidder number 204 takes it to 6. 204 does it again and takes it to 5. 116 takes it to 4. 4 people left to go. That's it. 4 people at $500, and you did it. I know you can do it. 4 people at $500. Anyone else at $500? My darling Jody, who is one of our staff member, she's in at $500. Write down Jody right here. That's 3 people left. 3 people, and you make 20 grand. Anyone else here tonight? 3 people. 228. 2 people. Right there. One of our own staff members, Kelly, right there, and her husband. 122. 1 more person in this room, and you made $20,000. There it is. 117. You did it. Congratulations. You did it. I have 2 levels left. Give yourself a huge round of applause on that. This next program that we're going to talk about is called Seeds of Strength. And I kind of felt like I got a chance to sit in on that with the 4 people that I were with, because it's for the parents. And Seeds of Strength are their support groups and activities just for them. But let me tell you what I learned. Of the 4 people sitting at that table, see, Janet had sent Adrian a Christmas card. You'd sent that. And then Desiree had given a pack and play over to her as well, because she's got a nephew coming. See, they're helping each other. That's what the Seeds of Strength are. They all, when they heard Jeff talking about his naturopath, said, I think Jeffrey needs to come teach a class, and we're going to find out what he's doing, because he looks good. So that's what Seeds of Strength is about. That sense of community. Once a singleton, always a singleton, and there for one another. Ladies and gentlemen, the level is $250. Anyone that can give right now, please raise your hands. We have just 2 levels left, 100% tax-deductible donation gift, and we are making a difference for singleton moms, dads, and children here today. Anyone at $250, now is the time to raise your hand. Anyone that would like to give. If not, it's okay, but we're going to give you a chance at $250 if you would like to give. And finally, if not, there's one last thing, and I have a little challenge. There's 100 of us in this room. Let's see if we can get 40 people to do something at $100. That would be $4,000. And I have over here a $100 gift certificate to Soul Cantina, which is right over there across from Kierland in the quarter. And if we can get, 40 of us will do it. I'll tell you what, I'll be your first. Okay? So put Letitia down for 100, which leaves 39 people to go. If everyone gives $100, 39 of you more will make an extra $4,000, and I'll give one of you this just for playing. So anyone here that wants to give $100, please raise your hands. We even have our own AV right here. I want you to put them at $100 right there, okay? There's $100. Right here, 211, $100. 209, $100. 35 to go. 138, 100. 172, 100. 173, 100. 240, 100. 257, 100. 30 to go. 201, 100. 192, 100. 136, thank you. 112, thank you. 194, thank you. 25 to go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We can do this. Coming across the room. 216, thank you. 214, thank you. 142, thank you. 180, thank you. 2 220. Thank you. 20 people left. 151. Thank you. 19 to go. Here we go. 113. 18 more people. Each one of you being entered in this drawing. Anyone else at the $100 level? Just 18 more people. You picked up another $4,000 for Singleton. 223 makes 17 more people left to go. Anyone else in this room? Just 17 more. 140 takes us to 16 people left to go. Just $100, and one of you is going to win, and I know we can do this. Anyone else left in the room that wants to give it $100? Now is the time to raise your hand. We are almost there. We can do this. Every dollar counts. Here we go. That bidder number right there, 194 takes us to 15 people, 192 takes us to 14. Right over here, 240, 13 people left. We are so close, ladies and gentlemen. 13 people left to go, and one of you is winning $100. Anybody want in at $100 level? If not, it's okay, but we'd love to get that extra $4,000 because when we work as a community, that's when we have power. 5 people in this office, that's tiny but mighty. 100 people in this room making an impact and a difference. Okay, I want to turn around to AES. I want you to shout out one of those numbers because they're getting $100 to play at Soul Cantina. Which one? You want to give $100? My old woman right here wants to give $100. That's only 12 people left to go. We had AV people, you got your auctioneer, you got your staff. That's Singleton, everyone's giving. Anybody else want to give at the $100 level? Well, 11 people are left from that $4,000. 210 means 10 people left at that $100 all the way over there. I mean, we're doing this, right? What's that number right there? 107, 9 people away. 9 people away from doing this. Tell you what, put me down for another 100. 8 people away. 8 people away from making $4,000 at this level. Right here, here we go. There's another one right here. There we go. 139 makes us 7 people. 257 makes us 6 people. 6 people left. $100 level. One of you is going to win. Anyone that wants to give, and you just made $4,000 at a level that people don't. 6 people left. 133. 5 people left, and then all 5 left to this gentleman right here. Bidder number is 5 chances. Bidder number 204 gets 5 chances. You just made another $4,000. I want you to shake that thing up, spin it around, and throw me out a number. Who won? 142 just won $100. Who's 142? That's you right there. And they gave us $5,000 earlier, ladies and gentlemen. 142, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this because I know that Singleton Moms changed my life. As a single mom, Jeffrey, Janet, Desiree, every single one, Adrian, all of you. Thank you for spending the time with me. Jody, Kelly, other Jody, everybody. My name's Letitia Fry. May God bless you, may He keep you, and thank you, Singleton once, Singleton always. Thank you. Congratulations. Enjoy Soul Cantina. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Singleton mom, Desiree LeBlanc.
Sorry guys, this is sort of let's see. This is Jody's speech that's up here, which you already heard. And there's Janet. There you go. Okay. Okay, so I get to give out 2 awards. The first one is the Community Stewardship Award. This is meant to recognize local community partners that have worked tirelessly to promote, empower, and strengthen the mission and programs vital to Singleton moms. The 2016-2017 Community Stewardship Award is given tonight to a local nonprofit organization that has been involved with Singleton moms for a year now and has participated in many vital and impactful ways. Let me share some facts. Collectively, over the last 12 months, this local community partner has supplied Singleton moms with over $5,000 in bare necessity donations. That's the equivalent of 40 families receiving their bags of bare necessity items. That means there are 40 families who have everything from dish soap to toilet paper needed to make life easier for a month. Furthermore, this organization has graciously donated over 200 volunteer hours. Likewise, this incredible community partner paid for $7,400 in electricity bills for 52 families, just like mine in May. That was an awesome email. You got an email stating, we're paying your electric bill in May. That was so amazing. Are you ready for the most outstanding fact? This community partner has directly impacted more than 195 families in all. Just think, 195 families that can breathe a little easier because of this organization's generosity and devotion to the Singleton Moms mission to help single parents battling cancer and their minor children. Please help me congratulate our 2016-2017 Community Stewardship Award Organization winner, Northridge Community Church. Photographer? Maybe later. Jody's got it. Thank you so much. Okay, the 2016-2017 Business Stewardship Award is meant to recognize a local business partner and their associates who have diligently worked to support Singleton moms' development throughout the year. The Business Stewardship Award and their employees have consistently given their time, their energy, and their hard-earned funds to make sure that families such as mine have what we need. Thank you. For example, on multiple occasions, this business has held private events to promote Singleton moms. Internally and on their social media platform, they have even gone so far as to coordinate with other organizations to host the famous Stuff the Bus, where they collected over $8,000 in bare necessity items for their community. Webster's Dictionary describes stewardship as the responsibility for overseeing and protecting something considered worth caring for and preserving. This business and their associates are true stewards for Singleton moms as they regularly contribute time as volunteers, and they send portions of their commissions checks on a regular basis. Thank you from all of us at Singleton Moms, and congratulations to our 2016-2017 Business Stewardship Award organization winner, Solutions Real Estate. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Please welcome Singleton Moms Gala Chairperson Michelle Hilliker.
Thank you for visiting with us in Rio tonight. I hope everyone's had a great time so far. I started volunteering for Singleton Moms in May of 2012. The first time I went to the office, I really had no idea the extent of what Singleton Moms was all about. In comes Jody to share her story about Michelle Singleton and how this organization got started. What started out as a normal day of volunteering turned into a lifelong commitment to help in any way that I could. I have never worked with another nonprofit that has so much heart. Our parents aren't just a number here. They have a name, and the staff knows those names. They know their families, they know their struggles and their strengths. It is really like a big family where you're always welcomed in with a smile and a hug. The parents themselves are courageous and strong. When they need a helping hand, though, we have the best, most caring staff around that are able to step in. I have volunteered many hours, been on the board of directors, co-organized a walk, and supported Singleton Moms in any way I could over the past years. Even though I live in Iowa now, I plan to continue my support of this great organization. Luckily, I work for Rural Neighbors, who believes in giving back to their community, and I have a great boss that believes in Singleton Moms as much as I do. Over the years, I have made many memories, many friends, shared laughs and some tears, but above all, watched Singleton Moms blossom over the years. Jody likes to say it takes a village, but it isn't any old village. It's this village made up of all of you. Can all of our Singleton parents please stand? Would everyone please join me in a toast? Here's to our Singleton parents. Cheers.
Hello, my name is Sasha. And I'm a Singleton mom in remission.
My name's Lucas. My name's Lucas, and I'm a single dad working towards remission.
Cancer sucks.
period. But there's a light. There's a hope for remission and diagnosis. Before Ronnie takes control of the dance floor, please join us in a celebration, not only for Singleton parents, but anyone in the room who has fought this battle and come out on the other side stronger.
And please direct your attention to the screens.